This is the last one I'm doing this week. Because I've done The Damned as well. I'm talking about Caves of Forgotten Dreams, which is a Werner Herzog film. Basically, it's a cave in France that hasn't been, which was discovered very recently, and it has cave drawings from the past. It's a very fragile environment. There's only so many people can go into the cave at a time, and then a limited amount of people can go into it, because in any old building, the more people go through it, the more destroyed it gets, because there's only so much interaction there can be before the site's ruined. Basically, they've discovered that in the past. Now they don't. Now they're very careful, because it's a very delicate site. They weren't allowing documentation of it beyond very basic stuff. They allowed Werner Herzog to go in for a very brief time with cameras. They used 3D cameras, very small 3D cameras, to actually record the cave, and so people could see what it was like with these old drawings from the past, and basically interpretation of the world in this cave from thousands of years ago. I think it's thousands of years, and it's brilliant. It's a gorgeous film, because the thing about Werner Herzog is he doesn't just do the obvious movie trick of this is what this means, this is how you should interpret this. He's interested in how the experts interpret it, how he interprets it, how a lot of people interpret this cave. So you see the cave, but you're also talking to the people who discovered it, people who work in it, who try what they actually want to get out of it, what they feel this, how they feel this could help humanity's knowledge, and why they're there, and why is exploration important. So he doesn't limit it to just one point of view. You hear his point of view, but you also see other people's point of view, and it actually develops very slowly, carefully. I mean, it's a very short film, but it's paced very deliberately, and you just build up. You're just watching it and slowly getting people's viewpoints, and then it ends. But because the way he shot it and the interviews he's done, his voiceover, you get a full experience of what this cave actually means to people. And what it means to Herzog, what he explains basically is it's like seeing the dreams of people from the past, people who will never meet, people who are long dead. You actually sense their dreams from this cave of what was important to them, what was important in the world at that time, and it's a mirror to that kind of era that is long gone. And that was what he, basically what that is, and how does it affect the world now, and how we see odd things now that we can't quite interpret. And it's all about imagination, and what you dream, and what you hope for, and what the future is, and what your environment is. And that's the really theme of the film. But Herzog does it in such a subtle way. I mean, his voiceover is quite basic sometimes, it's pretty much the point. But he builds it and builds it and builds on it, so it feels there's a lot more to it than just basic observation. Observation of one person, observation of another person. And it builds to a collage of people's observations that create a sense of why this is important. So instead of just saying, this is important because, he says that this is important to me because, then someone else says why it's important to them. It builds and builds and builds, so you get a sense of a community, which is almost like a community they're investigating. A community they're investigating is the kind of very raw drawings of what their dreams were. In this community they're investigating what those dreams are, but it's still a community engaged in what life means to them, and what life did mean to other people. So it's still a very engaged community. So that's why it's an important film, because it's a very optimistic film without being sentimental and being about something in a very silly way. It's actually about being engaged, being optimistic without being stupid about it. It's like be interested in something that's interesting rather than something that's obvious, and just be interested because you're interested in it. And because there's potential knowledge to be gained from it, that's what the film really feels like it's about. And just curiosity, being engaged by curiosity about the world. And it's explaining why it's important to be curious rather than being just dulled and, not interested in anything. So that's really Caves of Forgotten Dreams. I mean, I can't say much more about it without ruining. I don't want to talk about any of the images without ruining them, because it's really a film to be seen, preferably in 3D, because it really uses the 3D image to be immersive without going over the top. It just feels like gives it a good sense of the area and what the limitations are, how they're working, limitations of where they're working in it. So there's all those things happening in the film, but I'm trying to avoid explaining too much of that because it's something that has to be experienced. So that's the end of this viewpoint on Caves of Forgotten Dreams. I hope whoever watched this will watch the film, because it's definitely worth checking out, because it's a beautiful film. It's very underrated. It came and went amongst a lot of other films, but like a lot of Werner Herzog films, doesn't matter when you see it, it still feels fresh and relevant. Because he's been making films since the 60s, and there are films he made even then that are relevant now, because his films aren't about the time period, really. They're set in certain time periods, but they transcend that because they're about other things just beyond the there and now. It's like they're very kind of simple stories that are curious about the places they take place in. So they're very timeless in a way, because they're not linked to any fashion. It's just about humanity. So if you're interested in humanity in that time period, you'll get something from it, but you also get kind of more universal situation, which isn't universal in the sense of everyone will love it like E.T. It's more universal in it connects to your emotions, and it lets you connect to people who you never think you'd ever have anything in common with. That's what Herzog's really good at. So I'm going to finish now, and I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you next time.